friends, Deb here, Slap Happy Sewing, bringing you an edition of Friday Sews. Well, regular viewers, subscribers will realise that I have been away and had a lovely holiday. Went down to Christchurch to see our first grandchild, who's an absolute little darling. And then we slowly made our way up to Golden Bay, which is at the top of the South Island. I said to Roy, what I want is a holiday where the most driving we do in a day is 2 to 3 hours, and every interesting little thing we see we stop and we have a look, and that is what we did. So while I'm talking, I've just been running a few photos beside so you can see. Yeah, lovely holiday, finishing up with a hui meaning a gathering for our future co-housing community that we're thinking of joining. Okay, so that was our trip. Now I've got a couple of pieces which I've recorded, which I'm going to cut through to in a minute. First one is I made a second white blouse after my first one, same new look pattern, and I thought I would really try and do it properly this time, and I must admit I did make a better job of the placket, but anyway, you'll see. I'll just cut through to that now. So here is the second blouse. I made another one because I thought I've got to try and get it right, but I still didn't get it completely right. I think I made a better job of it, but if you look down here, there's a little patch here which is like, you know, looks like it's meant to be there. It's because the placket was only 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and because this is quite fray material, it kind of frayed away. It needs more to attach it to at the bottom, but I've made notes for next time, although this will be the last time I make this blouse until next winter because I don't need it now. So the colour of this is actually, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually not white, but it's a very pale lilac. I decided in this case not to put the buttons on. I just thought it was better without them. And I've rolled the sleeves up a bit. That's partly because I've done the buttonholes, but I haven't sewed the button on the cuffs yet. I made side slits because I was a little worried that my tummy wouldn't fit in it when I sat down. Like it very much. My sister-in-law said you'll probably need to wear it with something, but actually I think with a flesh coloured bra I don't think you can really see, although it is quite a little bit see through the fabric. I don't think it's bad. It doesn't bother me anyway. So there we are. There is the second new look white blouse. I'm going to take a moment or two to address some of your comments, which I enjoyed reading enormously when I was away on holiday, but I usually read them on my phone and I'm just hopeless at tapping away on my phone to respond to things. So I'll do that in a minute, but before I do, I just want to show you this. Okay, so today I am wearing my common at-home outfits. This is what I wear a lot of the time. Some kind of top or t-shirt and some shorts. Here's the shorts. So I have decided that I want to restart my quest to make the perfect smart shorts. I had a go at this about 2 years ago and I wasn't very successful, but I've learned a bit in the meantime about fit and proportion and style and so forth, so I'm going to give it another go. So what I thought I would do is take some pictures to kind of have an objective look at my legs and think about how the shape of my legs and the shorts and the length, how they should look. So I'll put them up there. These are the objective photographs that I took. Now what I realised was, the last one by the way, is a skirt. It's a shortish skirt that I haven't really hardly ever worn. It looks like I have occasionally worn it with leggings and very rarely as a skirt. For me, it's quite challenging and confronting, the idea that I might wear shorts somewhere other than my garden or on the beach. But I want to get to the stage where they're so good I could really wear them anywhere. Now that objective look made me realise that One of the problems is that it's my habit to wear a long top. If you wear shorts and a long top, what's happening for me is it's making my legs look short. So probably I need to wear a shorter top. Now tucked in is probably one step too far, but my issue with a shorter top is that I wear long tops because I like my tummy covered, because my tummy is quite pronounced. However, I have occasionally had trousers that are so well cut that I would be very happy to sort of have a top that just goes to there. Sorry there, ran out of storage. So what I've realised that I need shorts so good I don't need to hide my tummy with a long blouse. So Magna pants, if I show you these Magna pants, I am thinking of making them so they go down to my knees, just as far as my knees, and then I can keep folding them up till I find the right length. They have an elasticated back. They have a zip, which I don't think I need because I'm thick in the waist. And there they are, there's the line drawing. And I hope I may be able to make them, yeah, as I say, I hope that I'll be able to make them look so good that I would be happy to wear them anywhere. Anyway, I think that's a bit of a quest. Wish me luck. The other thing, of course, if I get the shorts right, the pants fit will be right too, so it will be a double whammy. Pants have always been my nemesis. So yeah, wish me luck. I just want to take a moment to respond to your comments. I read them over my holiday and I read them as I come in, but of course usually I'm reading them on my phone or something. It's not a good place to try and respond. I actually wrote down some notes of things I wanted to respond to, but can I find that piece of paper? No. So what I wanted to say was thanks for all your support about my white blouse. You said it's not bad, was it? It came out okay. Someone, Jennifer, she said, enjoy your beautiful quiet garden. That made me laugh because actually one of the reasons I don't generally record in my garden is because I live next door to a kindergarten. So in the week, it's really noisy in my garden. Not in a bad way. I mean, children playing, it's quite a pleasant sound, but it's not good for recording videos. So if you ever see me in my garden, you'll notice the sound's off or I've recorded at the weekends. Kate said, about my white blouse, no one else will know you struggled with it. Well, that is the problem, isn't it, of making clothes yourself? Well, really making anything yourself. You're much too apt to see all the mistakes. And really, sometimes the thing that gives something its like lovely handmade aura is the fact that there are little tiny mistakes. Isn't that what they call in Japanese wabi-sabi? Am I right? So thank you all for your lovely messages of support for my first effort at my new look white blouse. Honestly, every single message comes in, it just makes me smile to think of you. And I love to think of you all in your own sewing rooms, sewing away there. Actually, Heather said, wash your white trousers. I had mentioned that my white trousers were looking a bit yellow. She said, wash your white trousers and hang them on the line for a few days. The sun will help re-whiten them. From Heather in Auckland. I remember doing that with nappies. Do you remember years ago when we had terry nappies? I used to put them out in the sun to whiten them. I don't know if it would work on polyester, but hey, it's worth a try. Yeah, I love it when you talk about your climates. Angela said she has a lot of 90 to 100 degree Fahrenheit days in full summer. That would be a little bit hot for me. I would say probably 85 degrees is my top end. After that, I'm kind of shutting down a bit and going for a rest in the afternoon and just living around the heat, actually. Years ago, I had been living in Ireland and I went to spend a summer in Madison, Wisconsin. But when I got to Madison, I had so long to have a decent, reliable summer. I found it really challenging when I got there because it was much hotter than I was used to. It was almost like every time I opened the door of my apartment, it was like opening an oven door and the heat hit you. I was like, I did have sort of rudimentary air conditioning in the apartment that I rented. It was one thing I didn't realise, that always having lived in very temperate climates, islands basically, England, Ireland, New Zealand now, I hadn't realised that how much extra heat brings extra insects. And although there was a deck outside the back of my apartment, it had all what do you call it, screen mesh screening on it, because you literally couldn't sit outside, you'd get eaten alive. You either have to cover yourself with bug spray or get eaten alive. Now, it's not buggy like that where in any place that I've lived. So I am one of those people, when mosquitoes are flying around, they're like, and they're like, oh, go for that fat one with the pale skin. And then I swell up and I itch, and in fact even here I do find that my legs, whatever tan I get on my legs is soon ruined by the fact that I've got lots of itchy little wheals from things biting me, and that's in this climate. So you can imagine in Wisconsin how I struggled. Oh, Kaz, she said that she love the style of the PE Flawsome. That's the one with the cutout. I've cut mine out, but I haven't made it yet. But she had a lot of trouble fitting the upper part above the bust going to the underarm. And she's a D-cut and made 2 muslins and working on a 3rd. So that's interesting. She's thinking about giving that up. Now that's an interesting one too, because I am a person who doesn't have a lot of flesh up here, but I do have obviously a very big bust, so I'm going to have to take that into account. Maybe make an entirely smaller size up on the shoulders. Kaz, thanks for that. Jessica also is into making shorts. Well, hopefully I'll let you know how mine get on. I don't know how you guys cope in Australia. It's a bit hot there, definitely. Sarah said, you do make me laugh when you can't remember what adjustments you made to your forte top. Yeah, I'm usually quite good these days. I've heard of people who keep a kind of sewing book, but that's a bit too organised for me. But what I do manage to do, I try to take 5 minutes to jot down some of the things I need to remember before I make that pattern again. But I seem to have not done that properly with that forte top. So I don't know how I ended up with a bust start up here when on the pattern it's actually a usual bust start. Hey, Teresa, she said, she was mentioning about the striped fabrics I talked about last week, and she said the Dipsy fabric would look good as a peplum top. What a good idea. I think I might think about that. Because I'm a person who's quite thick in the waist, actually a peplum can actually give me more of an illusion of a waist. Lana, I've got to read this one. Deb, you did a great job in rescuing your white blouse. I know you know where you deviated from the intended pattern, but nobody else will. Looks fine. I had to laugh because I think I've told you before that we have similar body measurements and height. So when you started talking about the length of your shorts, I had to smile, thinking she's going to say something about wrinkly knees. And sure enough, you did, because I do too. Yes, wrinkly knees. Yes, unfortunately, as I've come to accept my legs, they've got more wrinkly. Always, if you have a little thought about either something I share or you want to share what you're making with me, please put it in the comments. It's just about it's the thing that's really kept me vlogging, because as you can see, I'm not very professional and I need to do a bit more study about how to do this thing. But your comments keep encouraging me and keep me thinking that this has value. This thing I'm doing does have some value to some people. Right, so I think that's me for today. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you who've subscribed to my channel, leaving me a like apparently helps the algorithm work out that I'm worth watching and share me out to more people. That's what they say. I'm not sure if it's true. Thank you for everything, and let me know what you're making, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.